I'm honored to present Mr. Joshua Gortler for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
Thank you, sir. Come close, come close. If you keep the balloons in place, we can have some fun a little later, okay? William Faulkner once noted, always dream and shoot higher than you know that you can. Try to be better than yourself. Josh Gortler, your life has been defined by your knowledge, strength of character, and dedication to the value of values that we at Yeshiva University deeply cherish. Born in Poland, you and your family fled to Siberia to escape Nazi persecution. After the war, your family endured 3 German DP camps, anxiously anticipating resettlement in the United States. In 1951, that dream came true. Sponsored by the Jewish Family Services of Phoenix, the Gortler family arrived in Arizona, the Golden Medina. Despite the hardships your family withstood, your parents' unwavering commitment to Jewish education was never compromised. Through the help of a YU-trained rabbi, your parents secured admission for you at Yeshiva University High School for Boys on full scholarship. Not realizing the trip from Arizona to New York would be 4 days long, your parents sent you on a Greyhound bus with only a few sandwiches. Two sandwiches. Fortunately, you survived. Candy bars too? Okay. This is my part, Josh. Okay. You flourished in Jewish studies there, having learned Hebrew fluently in the camp. However, general studies served as an obstacle since you had never spoken a word of English, like many of you. You took night classes at, oh, come on, guys. You took night classes at George Washington High School, where you worked to hone your English language skills. Your studies continued at Yeshiva College, and as graduation approached, you opted to continue your studies at YU's Wurzweiler School of Social Work. The reason was simple yet profound. You felt compelled, in your words, to dedicate my career to helping people and giving back to society as well. You had seen firsthand how impactful social workers were with DP camp survivors, helping them with their trauma and piecing their lives back together. Upon your graduation in 1960 and for the 9 years that followed, you worked with a number of organizations helping Holocaust survivors, the elderly, street gangs, not elderly street gangs, elderly, street gangs, and other troubled youths. You were then recruited to become the executive director of the Carolyn Klein Galland Home, a nursing home for Jewish seniors in Seattle, Washington. Under your leadership vision and your stewardship, the Galland Home's annual budget soared from $250,000 to over $30 million, allowing for the expansion of the nursing facility and its programs, including an entire center which I've seen and is quite magnificent, including the Pollock Adult Daycare Center, Kosher Meals on Wheels, and the Spice Senior Nutrition Program, and among others. It's recognized as a premier agency. Your accomplishments are a cause for wide admiration in the community of Seattle, including your receiving the Distinguished Administrator Award of Honor from the North American Association of Jewish Home and Housing for the Aging. To pay tribute to decades of service as CEO of the Klein Galland Home, the Board of Directors offered you and your wife a trip around the world as a retirement gift. You chose not to travel the world, but to change it. You had something noble in mind. Instead of using the money for a vacation, you asked the center to allocate more than $200,000 to Yeshiva University, an establishment of the Josh Gortler and Sarah Gortler Scholarship in Geriatric Social Work at the Wurzweiler School of Social Work, with preference for scholarship assistance given to graduates of Yeshiva College and Stern College for Women. And there's one of them, the first one, from Yeshiva College, by the way. In this way, you wish to recognize Yeshiva University for having such a profound influence on your life as a student in 3 of our schools. While at Wurzweiler, of course, you met your lovely wife, Sarah, a Stern College for Women graduate, and you guys should be applauding that, and together followed the dream of helping other people with their dreams. With your children, Nina and Sandy, Shlomo and Amy, and your 5 precious grandchildren, including Moshe, currently attending Yeshiva College, You have led a life of family commitment to community service and an unquenchable thirst to help those in need. Joshua Gortler, after years of your trailblazing, life-changing work, it is our distinct pleasure to honor you with your 4th Yeshiva University degree. While your life's arduous journey prevented you from attending your first 3 graduations, it is Yeshiva University's privilege to host you at the very first graduation you've been able to attend. I am therefore privileged to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. In token thereof, I cause to be placed over your shoulders this visible symbol of our high regard for you, and I hand you this diploma. Mazel tov.
Thank you very much. I'm truly honored and happy to be here this morning with you. A very, very quick Yeshiva University story. When I arrived to this country, I was met by a social worker at the train station. I couldn't speak a word of English. She had asked me, "What is your name?" I told her my name is Shia, and she immediately said, "With a name like Shia, you're not going to make it in America. You need a strong American, non-Jewish name." And she bestowed upon me not this, but the name of James. So for 1 year, I went to high school by the name of James. Next, when I came to Yeshiva University, I got a bechina from Rabbi Zaks, Olaf Sholem, and he asked me, "Was ist dein Nomen? What is your name?" I quickly answered, my Nomen is James. Aber ihr könnt mich riefen Jimmy. You can call me Jimmy. Upon time, he said, "Was für ein jüdischer Nomen is James? What kind of Jewish name is James? Was ist dein jüdischer Nomen? What is your Jewish name?" "Yehoshua," I answered. "Oh, Joshua, you mean?" "Yes, from today on, your name is going to be Joshua, and your friends will call you Josh." So in behalf of Shia, Jimmy, James, Joshua, and Josh, thank you very much.